what was I saying before? If you've been watching my videos, guys, 68,000 was the level that we were preaching over here. 68,000 all day. And why is that? Why is that? Because of this here. Back in July, 5 touches, y'all, more or less. 4 opens and closes right here. 4. Big time. Either way, you know what I'm trying to say here, guys. Resistance. Y'all, it took 2.5 months to even come back to this level, and we just could not stay above it. This is an up thrust, right? We got above, couldn't handle it. Wicks almost in the same spot. Y'all, that's bearish. You know, at least temporarily. That's short term. Comes back, guys, pumps again to the 68,000 level, 68K level. Can't handle it, y'all. Look, very similar pattern to here. Like little tweezers. Japanese candlesticks. Guys, now we've been pumping. Now we've gone. Now, y'all, we are still intraday. This is not closed yet. I believe we have like an hour or two until this candle closes. Let's see what happens, guys. We've been saying 68K. That was a very important level. It couldn't stay above it. It would get it. It was like 6 or 7 times in the past 12 days. Intraday, it got above 68K, but it could not hold it. Guys, right now, we are as far above 68K as we've been since July 29th. All right, so July 29th, August, or October. Almost 3 months to the day, y'all. It's October 28th. So almost 3 months to the day since we have been this high. Now you can kind of look here. What do you see? I mean, people are saying they're seeing variations of an inverse head and shoulders. It's an ugly inverse head and shoulders. If that, either way, you call this like, you know, a rounding bottom right here. Either way, it's showing that, you know, the bears try to get it down, can handle it. People are saying double bottom. You know, there's all different kinds of terminology and labels and all different kinds of patterns that people use to describe what they're seeing. End of the day, c'est la vie is what it is. Call it whatever the hell you want to call it. It was down, now we're up. Let's keep it simple, guys. Let's not mid-curve it. It was down, and now it's up. We were once lost, and now we are found. Y'all, screw all the diagonals. Diagonals are not powerful signals. Guys, rectangles all day. Just look at this. Highs here. We have not been able to get back there since March, y'all. Since March, we have not been at these levels of 72, 73,000. We're trying to get there now, but we're not. We got to be in the 70,000 range, and we need to be able to hold 70,000 for a while to convince me. Temporarily, y'all, temporarily. When I'm speaking, it sounds like I'm speaking in absolutes. I'm not. It's temporary. Like, you have to convince me that it's going above 70. I know it's going above 70. Long term, it's going as far as it can go. It's going as insofar as the U.S. can keep on printing money and going into debt, the price of Bitcoin will also go up. Okay, so unless the U.S. government and all of the other largest governments on the planet decide to somehow change their financial policies, which they have to at some point, but I doubt they are anytime soon, double down, y'all. Double down. We're going to $1 million Bitcoin. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's a matter of when. What are you talking about? Okay? Don't funk with us, dude. We're at 69.7. Here's what happened in crypto today. A whole hell of a lot. All right? That's what we're looking at, guys. So let's go to FET. I want to look at FET because right now, yes, we are breaking out. It is intraday. I want to see us hold. You know what I want to see? On Bitcoin, one final thought. I've said it before and I will say it again. Guys, this is what I want to see. Maybe something like this. Maybe something like this. Maybe something like this. Right? Maybe something like that, folks. Maybe something like that, folks. Because this is a level. This is I've added this little purple zone. You know, this rectangle, this greater rectangle is obviously our big zone here. We've been in a box, guys. We've been in a box since we broke out of here in February. We've been in a box since February, okay? Don't overcomplicate it. It's simple, guys. We're in that part of the cycle where Bitcoin go up. Don't mid-curve it. Don't try to over-explain it. Don't try to be too smart. Smart people sound smart. and they lose money. Pessimists sound smart, but they lose money. You want to be an optimist? Do you want to make some money here? Come on. So this is what we could see, guys. That would be very healthy. I want to see them. I want to see it bounce off of some. I want to see. 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 I want it. I want it. I want it. I want to see you do something like this, guys. That'd be very healthy. Very healthy. I mean, then by come New Year, we're blasting through the 70s. We're heading towards 80, 90. You name it. Okay. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. And I think we are seeing it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Let's check out freaking FET. Okay. Bitcoin wants to see if we can hold this level, guys. Can we hold this level? Can we get above 68? Really, like, this is just kind of here for fun. This guy. I want to stay above this orange box. I added this purple box today just to be like, this is what we're bouncing off of. Because it was like this. And that wick was in here earlier today when I made this box. And now we're breaking through it. So let's see what it does, y'all. Are we going to be intraday or are we breaking out? Are we going to set some new highs here? Some new highs. You know, local highs. New local highs. Let's find out. We're definitely going to monitor it. Don't worry. Now, speaking of rounded bottoms, let's take a look here. Now, this is interesting, guys. FET blasted off, right? If you've been following FET, this is last summer, June, July, August, September of 2023. It's just chilling at a measly 22 cents. That's great. That's great. That's a little over a year ago. All right, so y'all, then we had the big blast off 50 cents and 75 cents, and y'all, it just kept kind of going. It took it a while, right, to digest 50. It took it a while to digest 75. Now, it did not take a while to digest $1, $1.10. It did not take a while to digest $1.80. 150 was barely even an afterthought, guys. These are psychological levels here. FET just took off. FET took the frick off, dude. It's kind of wild. I mean, to go from, let's just look at this as a percentage just for fun here. October 2023 to March 2024, 1,600%, 1,600%, y'all. $0.20 to $3.50. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. So, that's like, what, 15 times or something. You know, it had to digest that move at some point. Even like this kind of consolidation here, one might think it's going to consolidate here. And guys, and it kind of did. Look, it kind of adhered to or respected these horizontal levels of support and resistance. When it got up here on May 22nd, 2024, that wick, this is a doji. This is an evening star. You want to wait for bearish confirmation? Yeah, we got it, and y'all, and then tank. So since, I mean, God, that shows you the power of candlesticks. That's what a line chart wouldn't show you guys. It's not, oh, you just see some action. Oh, yeah, then it just, oh, well, it just kind of came here and couldn't get above this, and it broke down. I mean, yeah, it did. But this is so much more telling. Oh, this is why you need to study Japanese candlesticks. That candle right there is why you need to study Japanese candlesticks. That's a doji. That's a doji where you have some wick action, you have a small body. Now, you could have a very small body. Now, it could be a candle body that's about this big, but dojis are ideal. The smaller the better is what makes a doji. Something like that would be a doji, like right here, like this one right there. That's closer, but that's more or less. That's a doji, more or less, right? Let's get rid of this stuff. Where are we? I don't know what chart we're on. I don't even know where the hell I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know whose computer I'm on. This is not my background. What is this? What? No. This is right. 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 Oh, this is right. Oh, this is so right. Oh, this is so right. This is so freaking on. Okay? You damn right it's right. Guys, fat. People are like, oh, what's a bloody blah? Yeah, rounding that's a head inverse. All right, so y'all, when justice this really doesn't matter because this can totally change. It doesn't matter, but it kind of just fits neatly like that. I kind of like that. So we're just going to kind of keep that like this. So it's for fun, but either way, it doesn't matter, y'all. These trends and these patterns and everything, it's not about how like specific and perfect they are. It's the fact that it's showing a general chart pattern, a general behavior pattern is occurring, and we want to take note of it. We want to take note of it. So y'all, real quick, you want to be like, well, are we in an uptrend or a downtrend? And you want to be in that. So I mean, right now, this is not looking that great. We have certain moving averages on the weekly that are going down. On the daily, if some that are coming down. Yeah, I'm being hopeful here. I'm being hopeful. This is kind of an ugly chart. I'm not going to lie. I should not have brought this point up quite yet. But you do have like an inverted head and shoulders. Let's just skip to that. Let's forget what I was saying. You do have an inverted head and shoulders here, and then you have like a little mini head and shoulders, which is what you got to like always be aware of, guys. These little patterns are kind of always happening, and you'll hear analysts or influencers or just people, traders online and on Twitter making a big deal, huge deal about head and shoulders, head and shoulders. And while it can be a big deal, it depends on the context of the pattern within the chart where it's happening. Was it at the end of a downtrend, at the end of a uptrend? Was it had to have volume? There are different factors that go in. It doesn't just exist in a vacuum, and it's going to be a great thing every time. But people are prone to exaggerate patterns, and you'll see like we got a head and shoulders. Like I'm betting all my freaking money. Like trust me, bet everything you freaking have. Bet the bank. Get out the freaking calculator. We gotta yes. I don't have enough. We don't freaking have enough. Okay. Bet it all. Bet everything you've got. Because, guys, this is rounding. When you see something, I know the moving averages wasn't the best example, but forget that for a second. When you see something that went this freaking high, guys, and not that long of a period of time, not that great of a period of time, it's wild. It's wild to see something like that. Like it really is. So when you see a move like that, notice how it like I said before, it digested these moves, right? Notice how it did that, right? It digested those moves. Do you hear me? I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry. Rounding, kind of like a stall pattern, right? It kind of pumped, and it's kind of fizzled out. But then this really started pumping. So guys, it had to correct, and it had to consolidate, and it had to digest these moves. I hate to keep saying the same freaking thing. It's kind of annoying, I understand. But it's what it had to do. Now we can make some listen, you want to make some do you want to make some freaking diagonals? Because I know everybody loves their diagonals. Let's do one real quick. Let's do a couple. You have, this is why diagonals were dumb, right? Because that didn't really work. Now we're going to make the diagonal work in our favor. I'm going to show you why diagonals are dumb. And I'm going to show you why I'm kind of dumb. And I'm going to show you why, no, they're really not that dumb. They're really not, but you just don't put so much stock in them. People just love these diagonal lines, and they will live and die by them. So we can agree that more or less. Oh my God, yeah, this is kind of crazy. Oh, wow, I haven't done this. I haven't set this up in a minute. I mean, more or less, this is a continuation pattern. This is a triangle pattern. As you can see, the price has gone this way, and it has done this kind of move, where it set these boundaries, right? See what I mean? That's why diagonals are bullshit. I just manipulate that line. It looks perfect now. Horizontals are horizontal. Horizontals are horizontal. Which, look at this, guys. Once it consolidated this movement here, this price action here, and went way up, what did it respect when it came back down? It's on the 3-day. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 18 trading days of it being like, nah, like a magnet. Right, like a magnetic pull or expulsion. It's pushing it away. It resisted here, broke above it, came back down, and it resisted here again. It once was resistance. It's now support. It was once lost. It is now found. So, guys, I got to say, we are in this continuation triangle pattern that when it breaks out, who knows? I mean, who knows how far it can go? But when it does break out, I guarantee you, it will go to some of these areas. This right here. This is kind of just too big, really. This right here would be where we will definitely resist. That's $1.75. Guys, that's 50 cents almost from here, pretty much. That's a 35% move right there. That you can say pretty much, and look, here you go. Here's your inverted head and shoulders, right? Like, and in either way, rounding bottom and inverted head and shoulders, same exact thing. Same exact thing. Same thing. Same exact freaking thing. Okay? Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. You have no idea the physical toll 3 vasectomies have on a person. Okay? It's the same freaking thing. Inverted head and shoulders, rounding bottom, head and shoulders, rounding top. That's FET, Artificial Superintelligence Alliance coin. This is FET. $ FET is the ticker. I'm just saying, man. Goodness gracious. Just imagine. Do you see the fractal? I mean, do you see the pattern? Imagine another one of those. Just, please, for a moment in time, please suspend your disbelief and suspend your mind, which will tell you do not believe this. This is woo woo. This is fugazi. This is nothing. Thank you, Ivan on Tech, guys. We have like a small move, a little bigger move, the bigger move. Then we're talking bigger move. Do you see what I'm saying here? So we went. You get it. You get it. I'm done. I'm rambling now. Y'all, Solana. Kind of crazy. Guys, I don't do diagonals until I do. And when he does, he kind of just goes for it. So this is like, you cannot tell me it wasn't rejecting off this diagonally. Now we're breaking above it, and it's like, okay, that's what you want to do. Now here's an example. So do you want to trade FET? This is perfect. Do you want to trade FET or do you want to trade Solana? Perfect example. Look at these moving averages. When you're looking at a trend, you want to decide. When you're looking at an asset. Lord, help me get through this sentence. Lord, please. Guys, when you are trying to determine whether or not you want to trade or invest in an asset, if it's a crypto, if it's a stock, if it's a commodity, whatever it may be, guys, you have to easily be able to look at a chart of said asset, of said stock, of said crypto, and you need to be able to immediately, guys, within 5 seconds, if that's too long. Within a moment, you should be able to glance at a chart and say, this chart is in an uptrend or it's in a downtrend. It should not be a question. Now, there are always exceptions. I have other reasons why I want to be in FET, but forget those other reasons. Forget everything. Can we easily determine this is in a downtrend or an uptrend? Oh, this is the daily chart. Right there, kind of. Here, yeah, we're above everything. Now not so much. Now we're above the 100, but we're below the 8, we're below the 20, we're below the 34, we're below the 50, we're below the 200 moving average on the daily. We're below all those. Not enough price history. Now on the 3-day, you zoom out, we have some kind of we have this upward movement of averages and the prices above it, but it's still just like, having to explain it too much, right? It's too convoluted. Like, it's just not, you can't easily tell. Let's go to Solana. Easily, you can tell what's going on here. Since over a year ago, September, October of last year, price has more or less been above these averages, right? Even right now on the weekly, we are above every single one of them. And what you want to see is them in the right order. 8, 20, 34, 50, 100, 200. And you want all the averages in an upward slope. That's on the weekly. They're all in an upward slope on the weekly. This is on the daily. It's pinching on the larger ones. The 50, 100, and 200 are converging here. 8, 20, 34, all on an upward slope. That's on the week. That's on the daily. 4 hour also in an uptrend. So you can say, all right, 4 hour uptrend, daily uptrend, 3-day uptrend, weekly uptrend. It's in an uptrend. That's clear as day. This is Bitcoin, guys. Weekly uptrend, daily. We're in an uptrend. It's above every average. It's above every average. So every average on the 3-day. So guys, the purpose of technical analysis isn't trying to be a magician or finding that magician, finding that analyst or trader or influencer who has a crystal ball, who has some kind of magic code or formula, and they will try to sell that. People will try to sell you, they got this indicator and they got this thing that's going to help them. They have a 90% success rate. They have a 100% success rate. Y'all, ginseng soda. Like, I really need it, but hey, it's good for energy and good for when you need to calm down. I'm somewhere in the middle. Guys, people who don't like TA and who discount TA and say it's some bullshit, they think it's some kind of like someone's trying to sell them some cheat code. And if you use this indicator, you're going to have success. I have a 99% success rate. And if you use TA, it's like having a crystal ball and you're going to get everything right. Bada, bada, bang, bada, boom. That is not the case, guys. Not the case at all. TA is about being able to clearly identify whether or not the asset you are studying, an asset that you want to invest in or trade, TA is about determining whether or not that asset is in an uptrend or a downtrend. Is it clearly in an uptrend? Is it clearly in a downtrend? And then you move on. That's the first question you ask. So right now, if I wasn't already invested in FET, that's a whole nother story. If I was had some new money, I was like, oh shit, we're at 70,000. If I had some new money and I'm like, yo, we need to get into some, I want to invest. And I'm not about shorting. I don't want to short. You know what I mean? Like, I don't short. Nothing wrong with shorting. If you can short, go for it. If you have an exchange or a system or some kind of a, intermediary company that you use, that you have your money on, that you short stocks with and you can make money doing that, go for it. It's so much easier to be an optimist and to just long. It's so much easier to just long and hold and believe in what you're longing. We're at 70,000 right now. You believe in what you're longing, okay? Guys, y'all can get euphoric. 70 is a nice number. 70 is a nice number, y'all. But until you tell me we're out of this rectangle, until you can tell me this is a candle body open and closed rectangle, forget the wicks. I mean, look how clear that is, y'all. Until you can tell me now we're out of this rectangle, I'm not freaking out. I'm not going to freak out. I got to keep level heads. And like I said before, probably already said it on this video. Excuse me. I want to see. Something like this. I want to see. I mean, screw it, guys. Whatever. You know what I mean? Something like that. Don't just go to the moon, y'all. We don't want to go to the moon. Trust me, guys. You know what happens? Do you know what freaking happens, Larry? If you go to the moon too soon? Say we do this. Bam, bam, bam! You know what's going to freaking happen? Larry, Gary, Marty. Everyone's going to be euphoric. Everyone's going to be buying. Listen, y'all, if this happens, By December. This happens next month. We're at 108,000. Ha! Y'all, people are going to be buying digital real estate next to Snoop Dogg. People are going to be painting their digital fingernails with Katy Perry with different emblems of all the altcoins, all the shit coins, and all the doggy coins, and the Pepe coins, and the dog with hat, and the kitty cat coins, and all the Doges, and all the Shibas, and everything. Y'all, it's going to be so euphoric. You know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen if it pumps like this? That's a little drastic. I hate that. I hated that. I'm telling you, if we pump too soon, you'll have to digest it. I mean, don't worry, they don't do something like this, right? It might take longer. It might take longer. By summer, we'll be right back there. I mean, this could so freaking easily happen. Holy shit. Probably leave it there just for fun. I'll probably delete it in a couple of days. I don't like shit being up. You know what? No, hell no. Get rid of it. It's done. So, guys, let's keep a level head, y'all. I like what we're doing. I like what I'm seeing. I like the enthusiasm. Do we even do like full Solana coverage? I'm not sure if we did. I mean, Tesla. I mean, God, we get on that. So, I mean, I'm invested in a few stocks and a few cryptos. I'm not that diversified. I made that mistake last cycle. Y'all, don't have like $400 to $1,000 and like 20 or 30 different things. There's no way of navigating that emotionally. There's no way of navigating that psychologically. And there's no way of making that much money. Like if one pumps, you're not going to want to sell it because you think it'll pump more than the other one will die. You won't want to sell it because trust me, consolidate your investments. Have a handful. Have 3 to 5 cryptos that you have, larger amounts. Whatever anybody can afford to invest is great for everybody. Whatever you can do, it's great for you. It's good for you. Have larger lumps in less amounts of cryptos. Instead of having $1,000 in 10 different cryptos, have $7,000 in one crypto, have $2,000 in one crypto, have $1,000 in the other crypto. 7,000 in Biddy, 2,000 in Solana, 1,000 in Fed. That's what I would do. But break it down like that. You know what I mean? I don't even know where this. Whoa, we're backwards. I don't even know where this. I never bruise. That was just an excuse to flex. Yeah, we've been doing pull-ups lately. I never bruise. I don't know what happened there. I don't know. Maybe my fiance punched me in the elbow when I was sleeping, when I was snoring. Solana. I mean, we're breaking now. What are we doing? We're kind of retracing that price action from before where we kind of pumped here. This nice little movement. Gave it all back in one day. Held this area, which is beautiful. That was a beautiful zone to hold, y'all. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. 162 to 164. Get out of town. That's what horizontals are king, y'all. Horizontals are king. Trust me. Just look how many times they're rejected on that beautiful horizontal. Now it's flipped it to support. Now we're through here, y'all. This is the next level it needs to get to. Then it's here. I was say we got a ways to go till we get up to 260, 270. But do we? Let's just monitor this, guys. We're breaking out of the diagonal. We need to break out of this horizontal, this area. I would say the greater area of 183 to 188. Let's call it 180 to 190. Let's call it 185. Let's make it psychological, y'all. Let's make it a level. 185. We got to get up there and claim that shit. That's what Solana needs to do. I mean, it's beautiful, y'all. We don't use diagonals, but I mean, look at the diagonal. And y'all, this is why you would use a diagonal. It's like, oh, it went above it and it went below it. I mean, why would you even have that? Y'all, because it is showing what's happening. Generally, it went above it, came down, went way above it, but came right back to it. Whoa, and below it, came back down, kind of consolidated around it, and around it. Y'all, like, like I said before, TA, the purpose of technical analysis is not trying to be a magician. That's not what it's trying to be. I'm a musician. I'm not trying to be a magician. Okay? People tend to get hung up on whether technical analysis and whether analysts, whether you have access to a crystal ball. We don't, y'all. I'm reading notes that I made right before I made this video. It is not magic, y'all. It should be easy for anyone, including the beginner traders. The most beginner of traders and investors, to be able to look at a chart and immediately be able to tell if the chart is in an uptrend or a downtrend based on basic market structure, on patterns, on price structure, price action, and simple indicators such as moving averages. Technical analysis is just about saying, are we in an uptrend or a downtrend? And then what do I want to do now that I know that information? That is it. And it's all about probabilities. It's all about the price action within the context of macro environmental factors. People will argue, is it fundamental? Is it technical? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Which is better, fundamental or technical analysis? People will argue all day, and we got to look at fundamentals. And I don't believe in that, and I adhere, and I like to defer to Big Cheds on this one. He is one who made it clear to me. He was like, what the hell were he talking about? Jesus. Fundamentals. Y'all, the fundamentals will be reflected in the chart. So the price is going to show you everything. And what do I mean by that? So say like if a war breaks out tomorrow that we don't even know about yet. New Zealand wants to bomb Australia. Okay? That's really stupid. I'm sorry, I was done. Say Russia takes Ukraine and starts attacking Georgia or another country in Eastern Europe tomorrow, right? And that's headline news. We not see this coming. That's a black swan event. Okay, that's a fundamental variable. That's a fundamental factor. That's something that happened in the market. That's not related to the price that we didn't see coming. That's a fundamental thing that could affect the stock market. That could affect the Nasdaq. That could affect the SPX, SPY. Right. That we did not freeze. The price is going to immediately reflect that. The market, the prices of these assets, the markets, the Bitcoin market, the S&P 500 market, the crypto market, they behave. All right, they behave in certain patterns. I need to turn on my mustache. Looks kind of weird. They behave in certain patterns. They have certain characteristics. They have certain personalities. The price is all you need to study because, guys, fundamentals are a slippery slope. If you want to start studying fundamentals, and it's like, well, if this war affected it, then why didn't this conflict affect it? If this one bombing affected it, why didn't this bombing affect it? There's two. War is always going on. There's too much war. This is not a hard point to get. It's not a hard point to explain. I don't know why I'm explaining it like a buffoon right now. Fundamentals don't exist separately from the price. The price is going to take the fundamentals into account. It's going to reflect the fundamental activity, what happened in the world, what happened in the markets. It's going to reflect in the price immediately. That's just why on COVID you see big tank in March, whenever C-19 came and everybody freaked out and the stock market had to stop and they had to inject money and everybody, oh my God, the stock market crashed, pandemic, blah, blah. Everything crashed, It wasn't like, what's the stock market doing? Why is it what? Oh my God. It reflects it immediately. Bad news gets reflected in the charts, which is why I say when it's really bullish time, since it's really bullish time, like right now, and you have these bad news articles coming out, and maybe say it's FUD articles, say maybe hypothetically it's fake news. The market doesn't care. On Friday, an article came out about Tether being fraudulent in some sense. There's always some kind of Tether fund that comes out every bull market. An hour later, the Tether CEO denied it, and then the market was back to normal. And that was a story. How is that a story? Some article came out that may or may not have been true, and someone else came out and said that wasn't true. No one really knows for sure. And Bitcoin just rebounded. And Bitcoin rebounded because of that, because the CEO came out. That was an article on CoinDesk today, or Cointelegraph, one of the two. yo, just watch the price. Like that wasn't like some like profound fundamental thing happened, and oh my god, it changed everything for 3 hours. Then it kind of came back, but then by Sunday it had come back, and now Monday we're pumping again. What fundamentals prepared you for that? Like fundamental analysis. I don't want to talk too much shit, but it's bullshit. Those are the real magicians. That's the real crystal ball. That's the real Christier. That's the real crystal ball holders. To say I'm gonna take these world events and all the factors that come into account that are going to affect these world events, and I'm going to decipher everything right now, and I'm going to tell you how it's going to affect the price of certain assets. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. And even if that maybe that is true, I could be completely wrong. I'm reserving the fact that I could be completely wrong, and I'm okay with that. Are y'all okay with that? Is the question. Are other people okay with it? Because I'm okay with that. If further newer evidence is presented to me, I can change my mind. But guys, it almost seems even if I could change my mind, even if it was proven to be correct, is it really worth it? That just seems too much. That's too much mental deciphering. That's too much navigating. That's too much. Oh, how does this story affect this news story? And how accurate was that news story? And how accurate was this? And y'all, every one of those instances, every little news story to every big news story, everything is going to get swallowed up by the chart. It's going to eat it up. It's going to eat it up and it's saying, was this a good thing or a bad thing? And it's going to shit out some results. And it's either going to be good or bad. And it's going to happen in real time. As these world events happen, the prices are going to reflect it because Bitcoin trades 24/7. When it comes to Bitcoin, which trades 24/7, y'all just follow the price. Don't get caught up in fundamentals. Don't get caught up in all that. Have your horizontals. I'm going back to horizontals. Horizontals over fundamentals every day. I'm a HA. I'm a horizontal analyst. Guys, rectangles and horizontal levels. Like, do we need to go back in time? I want to get back in time. Get back in time. Yeah. So, y'all, when we were going down back here in November, December of 2021, went to the very peak bottom of the bear market in January of 2022, January 2023. So basically December 21, November 21 to December 21 to November 22. Oh my God, y'all. Basically, November 2021 to November 2022 was the entire bear market move. Okay, that's all I was trying to say. More or less, 12 months, 365 days, down 77.5%. Okay, 77.5%. All right. Yes, that's what happened. Evening Star. Resistance. Yo, look. Yo, I made these levels. You don't have to believe me. I made these levels when we were at the peak bottom. I said, wow, look how the price kind of respected that level. Oh, wow, look how it kind of respected that level. Oh, wow, look how it kind of respected this level. Oh, wow, look how it kind of respected this level. And I made these horizontal levels, y'all. And I didn't have much more money to invest. I had a little bit more, not much. I never sold. I still had everything that I had bought back in 2020. Y'all, I was buying in around here. When I got into Bitcoin, it was here in June of 2020. I was right here because my buddies got my attention after the C19 crash, which was right here. So I bought Bitcoin pretty much up until here. I was a buyer. Then once we couldn't really get back above these levels again, I was like, well, I never sold. So this is the time here when I bought, y'all, 2020 to 2021, about a good full year and a half. And I've been holding ever since. So, right, like I was saying, I made these horizontal levels. Guys, get back to that. And, it like perfectly respected these levels on the way back up. I had some analysts telling me this was head and shoulders, guys that I really like, that I follow. Y'all, this is not. Let's go to the daily. People were telling me this was a shoulder, that was a head, and this was the next shoulder. Oh, that was ugliest head and shoulder pattern. If you ever see this video and it was you, I still love you. But that was a terrible, terrible call. I'm sorry. Seriously, I'm sorry. Guys, when I made these levels, I made them near the bottom. I was like, wow, it's kind of crazy how much Bitcoin kind of disrespected these levels. This support flipped to resistance just so brutally. And on the way back up, y'all, it respected the levels the same freaking way. It's wild. And I was being brought up in the horizontal, the realm of horizontal belief via Big Cheds. Y'all follow Big Cheds on Twitter, follow Big Cheds on YouTube, Big Cheds on Bitcoin Live. I was a Bitcoin Live member for 2 years. I consumed a lot of media in forms of video, text. Guys, if you want to learn a lot, there are about 7 or 8, maybe 6 or 7 analysts that are on Bitcoin Live that do updates almost weekly or every other week, at least monthly. You know, there's some good, like really good quality Bitcoin Live. So Big Ched's got me on this horizontal thing, and I was like, I saw that it worked. I was like, yeah, it makes sense. Like diagonals are kind of fickle. It makes more sense. I mean, price on a chart is horizontal. The price doesn't go down. Price is horizontal, so big key levels like, you know, a 50K or a 10K or a 1K or a 500, these big key levels, these break evens, these psychological numbers in our head that people like, those are all horizontal. So horizontal just makes sense. Horizontal just fits right into the price. You know what I mean? It's like, it's simple, it's dumb. I almost sound like an idiot trying to explain it, but like, we're horizontal, guys. Horizontal is the way to go. Diagonal, forget diagonal. I mean, diagonal serves a purpose. It does. It was amazing to me on the way back up. So on the way back up, as I'm in Bitcoin Live and I'm seeing this in Bitcoin, in a Ched's, Big Ched's is saying like, you know, horizontals are where it's at, and I see it happening in real time, y'all. As every day I'm following the markets, and I go, this is crazy. And pretty much around here is when I realized, I was like, y'all, horizontals all day, all day. I mean, so many examples. Nothing's perfect, but just pay attention, y'all. You'll see it. I'm telling you, horizontal is where it's at. This is Bitcoin. So, guys, we're gonna call it. That's it. Yeah, right now we're right below 70K. During this video, we broke above 70. Let's go to the 5-minute chart just for a second. Let me get rid of this. I made a 15-minute. I kind of just want to see, like, when did we get to 70? What did we do? All right, we got to 70,233 according to this. So 70,000. We got a 70,200, y'all. That's kind of crazy. That happened. That was 30 minutes ago. Oh, this video's been going for a minute. So, guys, I mean, let's look. We're in an uptrend, y'all. 5-minute, 15-minute, we're in an uptrend. 2-hour, we're in an uptrend. 8-hour uptrend. Daily uptrend. Guys, you want to be buying and longing things, assets, crypto, stocks that are in uptrends. Clear uptrends. Okay? You know what's not in a clear uptrend? This is in a clear downtrend. This is the solar ETF, guys. This was crushing it back in 2020. So this is the daily, y'all. Here's 2020, 2021, crushing it, y'all. Clear uptrend, right? Look at it. Above all the averages. Right now, where are we? We're below. Price is below all the averages, and they're in that reverse order, right? 8, 20, 34, 50, 100, 200. Check it out. 200, 100, 50, 34, 20, 8. I mean, if you want to short that, and this is, hey guys, I don't short. What would you do? So what I would do, I would, yeah, if we got up to here, you know, if it pumped and got up to here, I'd be shorting the ever-living shit out of that. Let's look at that. There was a support. We've only been in there. We've only rejected at it once. If price got within here all day, you short that because I'm not short. So you short in downtrends. You short the pumps and downtrends. You buy the dips and long trends. You short it when it pumps in a downtrend. Guys, you buy the dip. You buy the dip. You buy the dip. You buy the dip when we're in an uptrend. Okay? That's all it is. There's so many other indicators. There's so many other bells and whistles. There's so much out there. Don't worry about it. It's all noise. Most of it's noise. Most of it's noise. Most of it's noise, including this.